friends. We are going to talk math real fast. I wanted to do a quick review lesson with you before you start working on a new concept. Not a new concept, a concept we're revisiting. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be focusing on our teen numbers again and how we see them and take them apart or put them back together. So I wanted to show you and remind you how to use a 10 frame. Now, this part is for your moms and dads. If they're not here, can you go grab them? Thanks. Are they here? Awesome. So, moms and dads, you probably don't have a 10 frame lying around and you might not know how to make it. So this is a quick idea for you. I forgot to grab a blank whiteboard before we left school. I have one with lines on it, but that's not going to help here because it'll be too busy. So I just grabbed a sheet protector and I put a piece of blank paper inside of it. And I can now use an Expo dry erase marker, whatever you have on hand, to draw and erase. It's just like a whiteboard, only a little bit flimsier. But this next part is also for you so that you know how to quickly make a 10 frame. But this is also for the students too. So if you are someone in my classroom, you can start doing this too. We do it all of the time in the class. This is just review, and also to teach your moms and dads how to do it. So to make a 10 frame, you make a rectangle and then you draw a straight line across so that it becomes two rectangles basically. And then to make the squares that we use in the 10 frame, I normally count by twos, so I don't draw too many or too few lines. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's 4 up and down lines, 1 across the middle, instant 10 frame. So now we are going to start talking about our teen numbers in the 10s and 1s. We've talked about it so many times, but we're going to keep practicing, okay? So what we know about a 10 frame is when you draw your counters, just circles, right? When you draw your counters inside your 10 frame, you automatically know it's 10. I don't need to count it. I don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, swoop around, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I automatically know it's full, has to be a full set of 10. The thing that you don't always know is how many are down in your second 10 frame. So I'm going to start with the number 13. Okay, so 13 is going to equal how many sets of 10? Just one, right? So it's a 10 plus how many more? Do you see that? We've got to fill it in. So you're going to count on and make your counters. So we automatically know 10. Now count on with me. 11, 12, 13. How many are in our bottom 10 frame? 3. So 13 equals 10 plus 3. So we can break it apart into one set of 10 and 3 ones. One set of 10, 3 ones, right? Now, my kindergarten friends, you might see it written like this. You know the big number is 13. You know you have 10. It wants to know how many more, or it could be blank. It could have some parts, but not all of the parts, or it could have 10 plus 3 equals what's my big number? It could be 10 or 13 minus 10 equals how many ones? I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out as we go when Mrs. I sends you the work. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, but we know how to do this. Also want to point out, so no matter what the question is, you can always go back to this idea of 2 sets of 10 frames, a 10 and the ones, right? I also want to remind you about the equation. This is our big number, and it happens to be on the left side of the equal sign. But does it matter? It matters that both sides are true, right? So even if I wrote the equation this way, it didn't matter that 13 came first, then the equal sign, then the 10 plus 3. And it doesn't matter if it's 10 plus 3 equals 13, it just needs to be true. That equal sign means the same, right? Or that it is true. the 13 and the 10 plus 3, or the 10 plus 3 and the 13. Doesn't matter which direction it goes in, just that both sides mean the same thing, right? You know that. We've talked about it a ton of times in the classroom. So this was just a quick reminder of how to use your 10 frames, how to break up the numbers, how to make a 10 frame, and to remember when you see that 10 frame full, there's not one square in that 10 frame that is missing, you automatically know it's a 10. That's right. So do your best at answering the questions and taking apart the 10s into sets of 10 and 1s, and we will see how great you do. And I'm sure you're going to do wonderfully. And if you get confused, let me know. I'm more than happy to jump on and do another explanation of some things that might have been tricky for us, okay? I will see you guys soon. Bye.